right path, cooking up the recipe. They be getting heat, but can't ever get the best of me. Trying to take it slow, but my life be moving speedily. We can't go out sad, no we cannot go out feebly. Gotta hit the brakes, if I don't.
Yo. All right, cool. Is this on?
Yes, sir.
Órale.
Talk,
Most
homegirl.
definitely. You're sick.
What was your influence on music? I know you're not an artist, but you like music though a lot.
Oh yeah, I love music.
What was the first song that stuck out for you? First artist?
Genre wise or just anybody? Like
Anybody?
Well, when I was a little kid, I used to I was fucking fascinated with Los Tigres del Norte. Güey.
That's a
I
good
would
banda.
wake up at 7 in the morning. Like this is a story that I hear from my dad, from my mom, and my brother. That I would wake up at 7 in the morning. I'll put on my fucking cowboy boots, my fucking hat, cause my dad used to buy this shit for me.
That's clean.
You know, and it would be 7 in the morning. I'll start hitting the drums. Cause my brother recorded a Los Tigres del Norte concert, so I would pop it in the VHS. You don't even know what is that, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I used to have one.
So, pop it in, start playing with my fucking drums, and in my head I was jamming out, you know.
It just sounded like.
I don't know. I was a kid, bro. I don't remember that shit.
No, I
That
feel
sounds so cool.
I have like vague memories of it, but you know,
That's clean though.
as I was getting older, the one that in hip hop, one of the people that actually like caught my ear really fast was Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg's a legend, bro.
Nate Dogg. Every fucking song that I listen to, bro, I can listen to almost every single song without skipping one. It's just his voice is so fucking unique. I have never heard anybody else sound like that either.
You know Nate Dogg's son makes music?
Yeah, but he doesn't sound like his dad, way.
Not close.
He
bro.
doesn't have that aura. He doesn't.
Yeah,
way.
Nate Dogg had that soul, bro.
No, yeah,
He
because
had that soul
he
music.
used to sing at a fucking church. You know, he used to sing in choir. That tells you a lot.
You know what I always think? What would you guys think if Nate Dogg was alive, Tupac was alive, Biggie was alive? You think music would have gone the way it gone now?
Wow.
Who knows where? It could
Like
have
that-
gone. It could have gone either way.
Because I think there, even though the thing they talked about were like gang related or things of that nature, I think they were still enlightening people, and that's what they didn't like.
Well, I don't know. Or you said if they were alive, right? But what the? You said you were
Hypothetically
you said you were highly influenced by Eazy-E way. Let's look at the way
Eazy-E too.
Eazy-E was alive way, because that motherfucker's the one that started off all this fucking West
Definitely.
Coast gangster shit way.
Definitely.
Ice-T was the one that started it with 6 in the morning, you know. But Eazy-E took it to a different fucking level, bro.
Easy was a
His
businessman.
voice was unique too.
Yeah.
Where have you like not even his oldest son kind of sounds like him. You know, Little Easy kind of sounds like his dad. But the aura that his dad had was just different.
Yeah.
You know, he like the way he was dressed, it's just his aura was different way. You know, and he didn't even want to be a rapper. He didn't even want to rap. He just they kind of pushed him into it because he was putting in the money.
But they gave him that like tough gangster personality.
way,
that's what they painted him as, the media, bro. They did do that.
He was.
But he helped a lot of people, bro. He was very in the community.
That's not the point, way. Like the tough person. That's him, way.
That just no, definitely. But that sells though. That sells.
No, it doesn't, because he was being himself.
No, it was definitely authentic. I'm not saying it wasn't authentic. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you saying like he sold the gangster like
They sold that gangster personality. The labels that he was signed to.
Well, he owned the record label. Eventually, he bought the Ruthless Records belonged to him. You know, like when he used to put out like. One thing about me, bro, when I get into an artist, I try to I turn into a fucking geek. You know, I start finding out shit about them. You know, just to see who they really are, you know?
What was that white dude's name?
Jerry Heller?
Jerry Heller. he
There's
was-
a lot of versions of that guy. Like with Easy, he was cool with Easy, but if you talk to like Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, they're gonna be like, "Oh, the motherfucker tried to rob us." You know, it's not like they fucking put a gun in their head and said, "Sign this shit."
Yeah.
You know, they could have got a lawyer. You know, but as a kid, you don't know none of that shit. You know, you just want to get this shit, and then probably,
Especially being in the hood.
yeah. You know,
especially
I
being
don't-
in the industry.
I just don't think that he sold, like, most of the songs were based on him.
Yeah, it was like stuff that he was doing.
Yeah,
No, it was his
like,
life for sure, but
you know,
you
it
have to
was
understand once you,
most of, like, Ice Cube didn't grow up like that.
but once you
That
get,
guy, that motherfucker really sold that gangster. Like Dre wasn't like that either.
no, I'm not trying to say that Easy was faking or anything. I'm just saying is that like, cause I understand the industry, bro. Once you get to that certain level where the industry was at, bro, an agenda is being pushed to the top artist, bro. So, and at that time, he was a top artist, so there was an agenda that was being pushed, even though they might have not realized it. But the people behind the scenes are the one that are pulling the strings and making everything happen, you know.
I'm pretty sure that has changed now. They don't. I don't think they have the type of control.
Now it's even more.
Yeah, now it's
even
kinda
more, bro.
worse,
It's
actually.
worse.
There's a lot of artists out here that they still do the damn thing and they don't get no radio play and shit like that.
But it's
Or
the,
they do. They
It's the
get a
ones that
little-
are on the radio.
Right.
Oh, the
those-
ones that that's different though.
But
You know-
Easy was on the radio. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
He
is that
not really way. Dude, they went after his ass. Or fuck the police. They went after him. They didn't go after fucking Dre and Ice Cube. They went after him. Cause he was the head of the whole thing. You know, and he went in there like a gangster, bro.
he was a threat to them. That's why. Because it was
It's not a threat. It's a
no, he was because
It's-
he was a
look at the
minority.
time.
He was a minority
Yeah, but
that
look at the
that
time.
got
look
got
at the time
enlightened.
that it was. You know, the Rodney King beating, all this. Like, there's a lot of racial tension back in the days, and for him, for a black man to come out and say "fuck the police," because a lot of people didn't know what the fuck was going on in L.A. or in California, bro.
Yeah, especially if you're
Yeah,
not
I'm not-
around there.
Especially
not
if
familiar
you're
with
not
that,
you're not
but-
used to fucking getting pulled over by the cops and getting harassed by them. You know, and and a lot of people could they go like, yeah, I went through that bullshit too.
Yeah, shed some light on it.
You know, a lot of people in the hood. That music was made for the hood, bro. That wasn't made for no suburban kid that lives in the suburban area and doesn't know about that life. It was made for neighborhood motherfuckers, you know.
It doesn't mean it doesn't carry the influence that it does though. Because all music is influence, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their intention wasn't for them to blow up that fast. It was just like you guys. You guys can make a fucking song without no intention of it, and then you guys could put it out and it could fucking blow the fuck up.
No, I feel that.
It just happens, way.
Now, my biggest point about that was just like, it's just, I don't know, dudes. Everything that's being pushed is always pushed through the music. And it was the same, like, it goes, I don't even want to get into it, but the whole, you know, the Illuminati bullshit and all that shit.
Don't get into it.
But I'm just
Well,
saying, all
we're-
this plays a part in it, though.
Well, we're just talking about music, way. You know.
Yeah, that's a conversation
That's
for
a different.
Patreon.
That's different shit.
Don't wanna
Like, we're
speak
just
on
talking
that.
about music. Like,
No, I feel that, though.
I was part of the influence heavy, like East Coast rappers like KRS-One, Redman, Method Man, Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
Public Enemy, LL Cool J, bro. I used to listen to them too. You know,
I'm a little too young to
if
understand
anything,
all that, but
I listened to them first before I listened to Easy.
Yeah.
You know, I started listening to Easy a little after that. Then I started getting into Easy. He had already passed away. You know, and then I started listening to all these. You know,
how was that? How was everything when like all these top artists like passed away? Like, oh, how
I was a kid. Way, I didn't follow this. You know, I was elementary school kid listening to corridos. Way,
How old were you when 9/11 happened?
I was in 7th grade.
7th grade.
Damn.
That's a trip.
That was the 7th grade. I still remember when we first period we got in the teacher had the fucking TV on. We didn't do shit all day. We were just looking at the news.
For real.
We didn't do anything all day. We were just looking at it. We were just tripping the fuck
It
out.
was like a movie on.
Trip out on this. So when we got through that morning when I got to school, some guy was talking about it, and I kind of shrugged him off like, this motherfucker. And we go to class, and the first thing we see is the TV on. Twin Towers on fire and shit, smoke coming out of them. We're like, what the fuck? I thought that guy was lying.
It's a trip.
And he started telling me, like, oh, this shit is going to happen. We're going to go to war. We're going to, you know. I got into it, too. There's a lot of shit that I started discovering. And shit that came out, you know. That made me maybe try to understand why it happened. You know, like, those two buildings were built back in the days when the mafia used to run that fucking construction sites. You couldn't say, oh, I don't want them to build my building. You didn't have a choice. They ran that shit. Like, oh, you want this building run? Build, fuck it. We own the construction site.
Yeah.
We have a construction company. This motherfucker owns this. Like, it was just money circulating between them.
That's crazy.
And they start building these buildings without, like, knowledge of fucking how to build half of this shit. And they kept a lot of the money, and half of that shit was Mickey Moused. You know?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's true, way.
Just putting bodies under the buildings as well.
I don't know about that. But I know that building was falling apart.
Wow. I
Legend.
didn't know it was
There-
already
there-
falling apart.
Yeah, it was falling apart, and I started looking into it. I don't even know the owner, the owner of the buildings. I guess he renewed some type of insurance policy that covered him for terrorist attacks, terrorist threats, and all this shit. You know. A lot of people got called, and they don't make any flight plans. If you have any plans, fucking cancel them. It's just follow the money. Like a day before there was an announcement that there was like $3 trillion missing
From where?
from the treasure or some type of treasury shit. I don't remember this shit. It's like I'm just kind of remembering vague shit. We'll probably look into it even more so we can get the facts straight.
Patreon.
You know, but there's a lot of shady shit behind that. You know, there's a lot of shady shit. Like there was even a documentary about like all the fucking firefighters, policemen, people. They were getting medical treatment, because they were start getting fucking lung problems because of all that fucking dust that was coming out. These
That's crazy.
firefighters and these policemen were getting fucking sick. So they fucking went to Cuba to get free treatment because they have free fucking Medicare care over there. And they got cured over there. They went to go get cured in another country instead of the United States, bro. That's how fucked up this shit is. You know?
That's crazy.
Here it's all about money, bro. You don't help to contribute in this shit.
Cream, bro. Cash rules everything around me.
In the United States, it does. You go to Mexico, it's not like that way. It's different over there.
Over there, it's controlled by money. Everything's crooked, bro. You do something, just pay them off. It's the same thing. It's just less structure, I'd say.
You could look at it like that too.
It's just cash, bro. It's just cash.
If you think about it too, you could even say, where did the U.S. get their blueprint from? You know, like, did they just base it off of Mexico, or did Mexico base it off of the U.S.? You know, like what's?
I think it's
obviously-
always been a power thing, though. You know.
Well, the thing is, like, Mexico was here first already. It was before a government came into play and established the United States of America.
Well, I started finding out, like, I found out that Russia was trying to fucking get control of fucking California. back in the days.
Wow.
You know, and I forgot what city of Northern California they have a specific flag, and it has some type of resemblance to Russia. Because back in the days, so the settlement that was in the east, the 13 colony states that were moving out to the west, you know, half of that shit was Mexico. Well, no, was Spain. It was run by Spain. Right? La Revolucion started happening. They won. Now they have this whole country and they don't know how to fucking run it, bro. Because it was run by Spain. So what do you think is going to happen? It's going to fall apart. You got nothing but fucking soldiers running this country. They don't know how to run a country, bro. None of these people know.
They all need a leader.
So motherfuckers are going to take advantage of that shit. United States took advantage of it. They took half of that shit. It literally took half of it. Half of the United States was Mexico. And they took all of it.
That's
You know?
crazy.
I'm surprised they haven't taken Mexico. Because there's stuff that you don't know. Like, there's a corrido that's called Yo no maté a Macarena. It's about I think it's a CIA agent that was killed. He was going undercover, and they found out he was CIA. And
He was
they killed
undercover
that
in
motherfucker.
Mexico?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and he was like involved in the cartel. And they killed him, and they went after the guys that they killed. But they started finding out, like a lot of politicians in Mexico, they were Mexican, they were American. They're not really Mexico nationalities, you know. They were actually like from another country.
That's a trip.
There's a lot of shady shit out there that we don't know of.
I'm not
Yeah.
too like informed on it, but I do believe that there's a bunch of
You
stuff
know?
that we don't know,
There's a lot of shit that we don't know.
and we probably won't ever know because they won't ever tell us. It doesn't benefit them for us to know. It's better to keep it in the
Well,
unknown.
it's not like we could do anything about it,
That too.
you know. And who are we to say like it's the wrong thing? What about if we do get a Mexican in there and he does the wrong thing? You know, we don't know. Different people have different ideologies. Right? They have different ideas. They think different. You know.
So I'm going to Ukraine, not Ukraine, fucking Romania, bro. I'm dipping to Romania in a couple years, and then come back to Florida, my farm, and then just dip back and forth.
Why are you putting your farm in Florida?
There's land out there, bro.
Bro, there's land out here. There's land everywhere.
No, but fuck California. I'm over it.
I guess that makes sense. But, I mean, I don't know. It's something about California specifically. I feel like it is, to me, it's home because I was born here. But, I don't know. I feel like the people make it home. Specific people, obviously. You know, not everybody.
No, I love Cali. I love Orange County. This is like, it feels where I feel good at. You know, this is where I belong at. But there's also a bunch of more to life that we don't know of. And it'd be
Yeah,
cool to
exactly.
see one day, you know?
You wanna see other places.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I'm trying to
Like
go see.
I wanna probably get like a place somewhere in the mountains.
Yeah.
You know. Have a little bit of peace.
For real. But
Yeah.
there's like a bunch of land for sale and shit. Obviously, you gotta have the money and stuff, but there's land like in the mountain. You could buy like acres of land
I
and
know.
shit. And it comes with nothing, obviously, but you find the right agriculture spot where you get resources from. And you can make your home there, bro.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, you know, anywhere you go you can make your home.
Just don't get a fucking house in the desert, bro.
Yeah, true.
That shit sucks, bro. Nothing's going there, bro.
Arizona.
You get some fucking cactus and shit, eating nopales every day. Goddamn.
Yeah,
That shit would
Pinche
suck.
noppaludo.
Nah, bro, I don't even like nopales. Fuck that. That shit's gross, bro.
Why? Why you say that, bro?
It's not gross. It's just the texture of it, bro.
You know, as a kid, I used to eat those motherfuckers raw. Without, you know, like some people cook them,
You're different.
boil them
fool.
and shit.
You're different.
I used to, when they were raw, I'd just get like a little handful, put a little sal y limon, start eating them.
you like the mucilage?
Yeah.
Can't do it,
This
bro.
food is different,
It's
bro.
actually
Can't
good
do
for
it.
you.
I know it is. I just can't do it, bro. It's like I don't know. To me, I think it's the texture because it's slimy.
Yeah, bro.
Bro says sal y limón.
Bro, like that and chicharrones, like in salsa, bro. I can't do that, bro.
Yeah, me either. That's gross to me, bro.
It's just the texture of it's gross, bro. It's slimy and like, nah, bro. I'm good.
It's
on
like
that.
it's like it's gross.
like lengua, eating lengua taco. Nah,
okay,
bro.
that's good. That's
Nah,
good.
bro.
Language,
That's
you know,
fire,
it's 'cause
bro.
you probably you never tried it with someone that knows how to cook it.
Yeah.
That's you probably had just a bad experience.
They probably made it all slimy and raw.
No, they probably just didn't cook it right.
Yeah.
You know, lengua is different, bro. You got tacos de lengua. And you're probably gonna see a lot of people like, oh, this motherfucker talking about lengua.
I had a burrito. That was my first experience with it. It was amazing, bro. Oh my god.
My
it's
first
crazy.
experience, I used to get tacos de lengua at a taqueria right there in the neighborhood. Every
Damn.
Tuesday, they used to be like 50-cent tacos.
50
Imagine
cents.
50-cent tacos, way.
I
Wow.
got
I'm
100
going to
of
get 4
those.
tacos in my little fucking horchata.
Fam, I'll go there with like $10. I'll be full for like a whole day.
Fucking inflation, bro. Used to be like 25 cents a little bag of cacahuates,
Yeah.
50-cent bag of chips.
No, like when I was growing up, it was 25 cents.
Wow.
When it went up a quarter, we're like, man, fuck this.
Damn. Y'all probably losing your minds now.
No, I go to this one troquita in Anaheim where it's like 75 cents a bag. It's not too bad.
But think about how far you have to go to get that price.
Yeah.
You know, like you basically spending that in gas.
That too.
Yeah.
The solution to that is get more money.
Yeah. Facts,
That's
bro.
about it. That's all it is. Nothing too hard.
At the moment.
Just get some more money.
I need a Hummer. It's gonna be over with $1 million in the under. NTS Vision, broken records.